Once in a rare while, there comes a place where lives are raised in the presence of the Divine Himself. At Prashanti Nilayam, the Lord chose not to remain a distant guide. He chose to live with His students, to watch over their growth, shape their character, and mold their lives through constant personal care. For Swami, education was never confined to classrooms or examinations. It was a sacred responsibility, unfolding through love that corrected, discipline that protected, and presence that transformed. It was this resolve that Swami expressed with simple clarity: My students are my property. On 25th December 1981, on the holy Christmas day, Swami opened the doors of this hostel to his boys. From that moment, this hostel was not merely a building, it became a home away from home, a Gurukula, a living classroom of life. This is the Sri Sathya Sai Senior Boys Hostel.
There were times when the hostel waited, quietly, collectively. Boys gathered with folded hands, hearts filled with a single yearning to have Swami amidst them. For Swami was not coming as a guest, he was coming home. As Swami entered the hostel, a stillness arose, deep, natural, complete. Boys stood with folded hands, eyes lowered, hearts overflowing. Swami walked slowly, deliberately, his gaze resting lovingly on each face.
Swami moved through the hostel as a parent would. He visited rooms where the boys stayed. He stepped into the dining hall where prayers rose before meals. He entered the kitchen where hands labored in quiet service.
In Swami's presence, boys offered their talents: songs, dramas, elocutions, dances, not for applause, but gratitude. Swami listened attentively, corrected gently, encouraged wholeheartedly. From these simple hostel offerings grew the Mandir programs that later became a defining tradition, creativity purified by devotion.
At the center of hostel life stands the altar in the dining hall. Here, food becomes prasadam, gratitude precedes consumption, discipline bows before devotion.
Every visit carried the certainty of departure. As Swami rose, boys stood motionless, trying to hold time still. His gaze blessed once more. His smile lingered longer than his steps. What followed was not emptiness, it was fullness.
Here lived boys from different places, different backgrounds, but with one identity: children of Sai. Decades have passed, generations have walked these corridors. Boys who became men, students who became teachers. Life shaped, by what they received here. Yet, the spirit remains unchanged. The same discipline, the same devotion, the same quiet certainty that Swami still walks these halls. This is not merely the story of a hostel, it is the story of divine love lived every day, where each lives for the other and all live for God.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
embodiments of love.
ఈ విద్యార్థులను చూస్తే నాకు ఎంతో ఆనందం వేస్తుంది.
Swami is so happy as he is in the midst of students.
ఇలాంటి విద్యార్థులు నాకు చిక్కారు కదా, ఇంతమంది ప్రేమకు నేను నోచుకున్నాను కదా అని నాకు ఎంతో ఆనందం.
Bhagavan is so happy because he could have students who love him 100%.
కనుక మీ యొక్క ప్రేమనే నా యొక్క విలువ.
And in fact, the real value love lies in this love.
నాకు ఈ ఖర్చులు కానీ డబ్బులు కానీ ఏమాత్రం నాకు విలువ లేదు.
Bhagavan is unmindful of the expenditure in the cost
మీ
involved.
ప్రేమకు మించినటువంటి విలువ నాకు ఇంకొకటి లేదు.
There is no greater value than the love.
ఈ ప్రేమను తరిగిపోకుండా పెరిగేటట్టుగా ఇంకా చూసుకోండి.
See that love would never diminish, that if you go on increasing day by
అహంకారములకు
day.
ఏమాత్రము అవకాశం అందించకండి.
Never give any scope for ego.
విద్య అనేటువంటిది కేవలము భగవంతుని యొక్క నిజమైనటువంటి శ్వాస.
Therefore, this humility is the breath of God.
కనుక భగవంతుని యొక్క శ్వాసను మనం వృథా చేయకూడదు.
We should never waste our breath.
అట్టి విద్యను మనము వినయంతో అందుకొని విధేయతతో పోషించుకొని దాన్ని సమాజములకు చాటుతూ రావాలి.
In all humility and strict obedience, we should learn, acquire knowledge, and serve in society.